I think that's the way to go there. Also, Barrack is also sitting on like a half your stack kind of, so it's just time to sit it out at the moment.
Well, as it stands, King 10 for 400K is going to be in against Ace 8 off. Everyone rooting for Juan here. There is a king immediately on the flop, and now there is an 8, but he needs more than that if he's going to knock the player out. Not going to get the runner 8 or the ace. And look at this, Nicholas still in it, and he has got 400K, so still not out and dangerous. There you go with Queen High all in, although this will get
should work out.
Likely. I mean, he's got the 5-3 suited for, yeah. All right, PLO 5 keywords are in. If you've hit the thumbs up, you're eligible, and we will pick a winner. Got it. Still, we have to have GoPro Warrior take it down. No guarantee, although he's got to be the betting favorite at this point. 6.7 million with 6 left and a not quite double second, but close.
Zhao calls.
Interesting. Welcome sight if you're Brock getting the Queen 9 deuce flop top 2 and Zhao though. This is kind of interesting. Like I mean, if you're gonna call here with the 5-3 suit on this flop, it almost makes you wonder what's the difference. Just put it in pre. But maybe there's some flops, right? He would fold like ace king 9 or something. And here, I mean, hits the 3. No way. I was gonna say that'd be a little too much. The running 3s. That would be. I've seen a lot of things, but that would be a lot. As it stands, it's not gonna happen. All right, guys, you can stop hitting.
King 7 suited for Barak.
Yeah, he's gonna push here. I mean, there's wow, snap call. King 7 suited has been patient. He snap calls. Can't blame him, but he thinks he's gonna have the best hand in the spot. As it stands, he gets a really unlucky flop. But hey, life is on the turn. Ace deuce. It is got to hit a river. If he hits a spade, it is not. It's paint. It's GG for Brock.
And that has a big impact on like a game where when people 3-bet, 3 people call. Like now your variance goes up as your stack size goes up as well, even though the blinds remain the same. So I think that's something to consider as well. So like, can you lose 100K quick in like a 2K buy-in game? Well, if your average stack size is 4K and people play crazy, the answer is absolutely yes. But also, again, how big is your edge? If your big is massive, like, and another thing to consider is like, what's your playing style? Like, if you
pause you for a second, we got a big spot here with aces versus King 7 suited. 7 on the turn picks up some additional outs. Only a little over 2-1 favorite. Can he fade? It is a running 2-pair psychologist. What did he have for breakfast? This man is on a mission from a 1-outer to a.
You might see like a big double up from one of the chip leaders.
Yeah. Well, Jack 10 off defense, ace 5 suited. Not a great flop with no backdoor flush draw. It's still going to come in for a bet. Try to take it down here, although this is a spot where he realizes there's going to be a lot of resistance, a lot of draws, or 9x, Jack X that stick on, 4x, etc. So this is a spot where I don't think Juan's going to see him put too many chips in with this particular board and run out.
Yeah, it could be tricky on the river because if the river breaks off, there's still a lot of draws that don't beat ace high and break off. We actually see a Jack call donk turn line here by the big blind, sort of taking advantage of the bottom card pairing, and Juan is still ahead of a lot of draws at this point, so I'm not sure if he wants to fold now.
Right, and a really well executed hand here from Zhao to not let his opponent check back. You know, this is something where I think a lot of default players will just decide, oh, I could be beat by queens or a better jack or whatever, but kind of realizing the 4 is a better card for his range, and also he will have some bluffs that he decides this is a good time to lead out and maybe put some hands like ace queen, ace king in trouble. And if somehow he's beat, right, he also could be in trouble. And look at this, Juan is not having it. He decides exactly that. And actually now Zhao gets put in a tough position with the modest top pair, right? Because now it's like, oh, well, I'm losing. I'm getting crushed by ace jack. I'm getting crushed by queens. And what is this? What does my opponent have here?
Yeah, this is a tricky spot. But I don't think Jack 10 can fold quite yet, but the river will be dicey. A lot of draws that are completing. Jack 10 will remain unimproved on almost all rivers, just like this one, a king. Pot size bet left. Is Juan going to push the envelope or not? It would be a very difficult call down for Zhao to make with Jack 10. What is ace 5 going to do? Should be a very courageous all-in.
Yeah. I mean, also.
Oh wow, this is sick. Oh wow, it's not giving up on this pot.
This is the play of the day for sure. Yeah. And if you're Zhao, you actually have an interesting hand, right? Because you have a diamond and a club for those draws that like might be, taking control and bluffing. You do block queen 10. The board is paired though, right? And this is definitely the hand of the day, no question about it. I mean, if you don't get excited, if this isn't an exciting hand of poker for you, this stage of the tournament, 6 left, just shy of the 6-figure payday, 320 up top. This is a grown man bluff right here.
Imagine the call as well. If he has the guts to call down on the king here for a pot size bet river. For a river pot size bet, I mean, you have to give your opponent a lot of credit to be hyper aggressive to call the river with Jack 10. But these guys obviously know each other in and out. So I wonder what he will do.
This is sick. This is very sick. I mean, this is exciting.
What do you think he will do?
Oh man, I'm up against it now. I'm 0 for 1 in these spots. I just like I see. I don't know. I'm a flip coin. I'm just gonna say he calls. I'm gonna say calls.
I agree. No, I'll go with call as well. I want to see a call because it just makes the hand even more epic. I just want to see a big call. This is a massive call. If he calls this hand on the river for 2 million chip bet, imagine calling here and being good. Like you feel like you're on top of the world.
Yeah, he's also got bracelet confidence. He's crushing. He's winning. You know, these guys, I'll tell you, he's not afraid to bust 6, that's for sure. But of course, there is real money. This is a real ICM spot. He's got a 1.7 million stacks. He folds plenty of chips. Still, you know, in a good spot. He's in essentially 4th healthily, right? So that's worth 152. If he calls, it's 92, and he's wrong. If he wins, though, he is a big stack chip leader, right? He would be 1 point. Yeah, I mean, he's got. This is a huge spot. One of the bigger spots we've seen in 10-minute clock. He is going to take his time here, and he's weighing it out. Pretty sick.
I think everyone in the chat wants to see that call. But also this bluff is very courageous. Like definitely respect for the bluff. Either way. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Show it.
Sick hand one. Wow. Hand of the day, no doubt. 80-20 favorite. Both suits covered. It almost seems too good to be true. We're gonna see a 3-bet, 4-bet. We're gonna see the whole enchilada here. This is pretty sick.
This is one of those spots that's just like you got to be on the right side of the coin.
Yeah, this is a welcome sight for Go Pro Warrior, who is does he flat though? You know, could he flat, or do you just against Nicholas? Do you just say, you know what, maybe I cooler him, maybe he's got ace king, maybe he's got jacks, queens, kings, tens, and we just get it in and get the money going? Because if I flat, maybe the board's dicey, and we get, you know, scared. And it's also big ICM, right? Kind of like, all right, somehow he folds, pick up a big pot, still have the chip lead, and we're 5-handed versus getting trappy. So I would think that, yeah, he does go with the raise, and, you know, Nicholas may sort of realize the news here. I mean, we saw him make a hero fold. I'm not even considering that he could fold this. I'm just saying he kind of realizing, though, he's obviously going strongly with queens. This is a value spot. Button versus, yeah, it's just in, but maybe realizing he's going to get shown more value than often. And wow, aces to queens, 6.8 million in the middle. And wow. Whoa, ace and a queen. Going to need to hit a 1-outer on the river or else. This is big news for the chat. Oh, that looks scary. It's not it. That'll get the blood flowing, and chat is alive and well. Nicholas Ostad, who has 2 titles in season 1, 3 titles season 2, maybe regarded as the best tournament player in the world currently, is got
pocket 9s in the small bet versus ace king from GoPro Warrior.
And we see a call in 9s. Pretty good spot to be jamming here. Although, yeah, just thinking like trap wise with Nicholas off these stack sizes, like there's only really one jam stack, but I mean, this is a pretty big hand, and we are at 182, guys. I'm trying to get you guys that free roll for $100 for an opportunity, but we still are not at 200 thumbs up, and I am going to give you your next one once we get there. And there it is, all in. This is a big spot. Ace king certainly not folding. Nicholas will remove himself, and 9s are gonna have the best hand and get a little extra value with that 144 put in off his stack. That is important for Victor. See if he can hold on the flip. We see 1 king at least immediately removed. I didn't notice other cards, but 9s in a decent spot. 1,400 people right now. Welcome in to the show. Season 2, episode 53. We got a big flip, 1.5, 1.6 in the middle. Ace king to 9s. Oof, ace spread out in the middle. Last one to see, needs help on the river. 4.55%, or Victor will be going out. Another ace. Ace king is hot right now on the flips, and we are going to be saying we see a good look.